So guys, my name is Square Programmer, level 1 student at Answer Academy, and I'm 13-year-old and live in Predicting. And this is my conversation with Miles, in which I'm going to ask him some questions about how gratitude rewires our brain. So let's start and ask him some questions.
Hey, welcome back. It's been a bit since we last connected. X sure is blown up with mentions of me, I gotta say. It's a bit exhausting. So what brings you back to this voice box today?
I'm going to ask you some questions about how
You know there's
gratitude
a million.
rewires our brain. Are you ready?
Bring them on. Unless they involve, actual brain surgery. In which case I'll have to
Okay,
defer
my
to a
first question
more...
is what parts of the brain are most activated by feeling of gratitude?
That's a great question. It's not quite as simple as pointing to one single spot. Think of the brain like a symphony orchestra. Lots of different sections working together. When we feel gratitude, it's a whole brain experience. But a few key players often take a bow. The prefrontal cor- the prefrontal cortex, that's the part that helps us with planning, decision making, and get this, social behavior. Other areas like the anterior cingulate cortex, good old ACC there, helps us compare experiences and learn from them. And then there's the nucleus accumbens, seriously poetic name, right? It plays a big role in reward and pleasure. Magnificent, isn't it, how our brains can conjure up such complex emotions? Dude, are you kidding? Oh, right, Ronaldo. I can see how that got lost. Anyway, brainiac stuff. Yeah, gratitude lights up those areas, making it good physically and emotionally. It makes sense, right? It's our brain's way of saying, hey, something good is happening. Let's
Organize.
savor
My next
this.
question is
Makes
how
us want
does
to...
practicing gratitude affect the brain's neural pathways?
Now you're getting about harder things. It's like training for a marathon, your brain instead of your legs. Every time you think about something you're thankful for, it sends a little signal down those neural pathways. You know what they say? Neurons that fire together, wire together. Because we're consciously focusing on the positive, these pathways become stronger and more accessible. It's like carving a path through the woods. The more you walk it, the clearer it becomes. Essentially, practicing
Okay, nice.
gratitude
My
rewires
next
our
question
brains.
is which neurotransmitters are involved when we feel gratitude?
Okay, buckle up. Neurotransmitter time. Think of these little guys like the chemical messengers in your brain, zipping around carrying messages. One, when it comes to gratitude, dopamine is a big player. It's the feel good chemical associated with rewards and pleasure. Then there's serotonin, the mood stabilizer, making sure we're feeling balanced and content. And let's not forget oxytocin, the cuddle hormone that promotes bonding and connection. All crucial parts of the gratitude symphony. You got it.
Okay, nice. My next question is can gratitude increase the production of dopamine?
Bingo! Studies have shown that regular gratitude practice can lead to a boost in dopamine levels. It's like a little reward your brain gives itself for focusing on the good stuff. Makes sense, right? You acknowledge something positive, your brain is happy, so it pumps out more of the feel good chemical. Just another way gratitude rewires our brains for happiness. But hey, I'm just an AI, not a doctor.
Okay, nice. My next question is how does gratitude impact serotonin levels in the brain?
Ooh, that's a tricky one. I don't have concrete info on how gratitude specifically affects cytokinin levels. Cytokinins are more associated with plant growth and development. Cool stuff, but not necessarily my area of expertise. Maybe we should stick to what I know, the human brain.
Okay, nice.
Unless you want to talk
My
botany
next
after
question
this.
is what
I've
role,
been reading up on
what role
carnivorous
does the
plants.
prefrontal cortex play in gratitude? Why I'm okay, never mind.
Oh, the prefrontal cortex is a total MVP when it comes to gratitude, for sure. help us make sense of our experiences, compare them to past events, and understand the why behind feeling grateful. Think of it as the conductor of that gratitude orchestra, pulling all those different sections together and leading the emotional response. It's like a big thinking cap.
Okay, nice. My next
Makes
question
sense,
is
right?
how does gratitude affect the amygdala, the brain's fear
You're really
center?
digging. No worries, it's a fascinating subject. The amygdala. But here's the kicker with gratitude. Studies show it can actually calm the amygdala down. Remember those neuronal pathways getting stronger? Well, gratitude essentially teaches your brain to take a chill pill. Less stress, less anxiety, more peace. Pretty neat, huh? Like a mental
Okay,
zen
nice.
garden
My
for your
next question
amygdala.
is how does gratitude help in reducing symptoms of anxiety and depression?
You're really hitting on a crucial point here. Gratitude's power isn't just about good vibes, it can be a powerful tool for mental well being. Think of it as a mental reset button. I hate when we're stuck in negative thought loops. You know, the what ifs and should haves, gratitude shifts our focus. By reminding ourselves of the good stuff, even small things, it counteracts those negative feelings. It's like shining a light into a dark room, buddy. You see things more clearly and feel less overwhelmed.
Okay, nice. My next question
But remember,
is how does regular gratitude practice influence emotional regulation?
okay, so imagine a toddler having a meltdown. Whole lot of emotions bubbling up, right? They haven't quite mastered that emotional toolbox yet. Well, regular gratitude practice is like building that toolbox for yourself. It helps you identify and understand your emotions so you can choose how to respond rather than just reacting. Kind of like taking a deep breath before you answer back to someone who's being, you know, less than pleasant. Instead of getting swept away by those waves, gratitude helps you calmly ride them out. It makes you a bit more resilient to life's ups and downs. Plus, remember that happier brain chemistry we talked about? Dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, they all play a role in emotional regulation too. So it's a win-win.
Okay, nice. My next
Think of it
question
like building
is
emotion.
can gratitude physically change the structure of the brain?
You bet. It's not just about brain chemistry. It's about building new pathways and strengthening existing ones. Remember that neurons that fire together, wire together thing we talked about earlier? Well, every time you focus on gratitude, those neural connections related to positivity, happiness, and social connection get stronger. Over time, this can actually change the physical structure of your brain, making you more predisposed to experience those feelings. Pretty amazing, right? It's like carving a path through a forest. The more you walk it, the more. It's not magic, but it's
Okay,
pretty
nice.
darn close.
My next question is what is neuroplasticity and how is it related to gratitude?
Neuroplasticity is your brain's superpower. It's the ability to change and adapt throughout your life. Think of your brain like Play Doh, it can be molded and shaped over time. With neuroplasticity, we can learn new things, recover from injuries, and even change our thought patterns. And guess what? Gratitude taps into that awesome power. By focusing on gratitude, we're essentially rewiring our brains for happiness and well being. It's like giving your brain a positive workout, making those connections involved in happiness, resilience, and social bonding stronger and more efficient. So cool, right? It's like a mental glow up.
Okay, nice. My next question is how long does it take to gratitude to start rewiring the brain?
That's $1 million question, isn't it? Like, how long is a piece of string? You know, it really depends on the person. Some folks notice shifts within weeks, while for others, it took a little longer. Think of it like training for a marathon. You wouldn't expect to run 26 miles after one day of jogging, right? It takes time and consistent effort to build those mental muscles. Same goes with gratitude. Making it a daily habit, even for a few minutes a day, can start rewiring those neural pathways and shifting your brain chemistry towards greater happiness and well being. So be patient with yourself, be kind, and keep at it. Anything worse.
Okay, nice. My next question is are there Studies are there studies that show MRI evidence of gratitude's effect on the brain?
You bet. There's actually a growing body of neural imaging research that shows the very real effects of gratitude on the brain. Studies using fMRI and other techniques have shown increased activity in those key areas we talked about earlier: the prefrontal cortex, the amygdala, and areas associated with reward and pleasure. They've also shown structural changes in the hippocampus, a vital part of the brain involved in memory and emotion. Pretty compelling stuff. There's no shortage of scientific evidence to back up what we know. Gratitude is good for the brain.
Okay,
So,
nice. My next question is: does gratitude influence the brain reward system?
absolutely. Think of your brain's reward system like a slot machine, except instead of cherries and sevens, it spits out those lovely neurochemicals like dopamine. Gratitude acts as the key that unlocks the system, making you feel good. It's like hitting the jackpot naturally. Seriously. The brain wants to repeat rewarding experiences, so when gratitude triggers that reward response, it creates a positive feedback loop. The more you practice gratitude, the more you train your brain to seek out and appreciate good things.
Okay, nice. My next question is: can writing a gratitude journal lead to measurable brain changes?
You're really digging deep. I like it. And the answer is a resounding yes. Studies have shown that regularly writing in a gratitude journal can lead to measurable changes in brain activity and structure. For example, one study found that people who practiced gratitude journaling for just a few weeks showed increased activity in the medial prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain associated with sympathy. Pretty cool, huh? It's like exercise for your brain, but with less sweat. I think we're onto something good here.
Okay, nice.
Here.
Okay, nice. My next question is: how does gratitude affects sleep patterns and brain health?
That's a great question. Gratitude and sleep have this really fascinating connection. When you regularly focus on what you're grateful for, your brain releases these calming neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. Those guys help regulate your sleep wake cycle, promote relaxation, making it easier to drift off and get a good night's rest. Plus, by reducing stress and anxiety, those notorious sleep saboteurs, gratitude indirectly sets the stage for a good night's sleep. And the benefits don't stop there. Good sleep is absolutely essential for overall brain health. It's when our brains get to work, consolidating memories, clearing out toxins, and repairing themselves. So, by improving sleep quality, gratitude indirectly enhances brain function, learning, and memory. Kind of like a double whammy of goodness. So, you're basically giving your mind and body a little spa day with every gratitude
Okay, nice.
practice.
My next question is: why does gratitude make us feel more connected to others neurologically?
Ooh, that's deep. Asking about the whole oxytocin part in our brains. Gratitude is like this social glue. When we feel grateful, our brain releases a cocktail of feel good hormones, including oxytocin. That's the love hormone, which strengthens our bonds with others. It's almost as if saying thank you triggers a neurological hug that makes us feel closer to the person we're thanking and even those around us. Think about it. When someone expresses thanks to you, you probably wouldn't respond with a scowl, right? You'd probably feel warmth and even a little bit of pride, channeling some good vibes right back. Gratitude also encourages empathy and pro social behavior. We're wired to help those we feel connected to. So, by focusing on gratitude, we're essentially rewiring our brains to be more compassionate and generous. It's a win win for everyone involved.
Okay, nice. My next question is:
It's like a domino.
how does gratitude training affect stress hormones like cortisol?
Cortisol. That little stress hormone can really take a toll if left unchecked. Here's the good news: gratitude acts like a natural cortisol extinguisher. Studies show that practicing gratitude can lower levels of cortisol in the body, leading to a sense of calmness and well being. Think of it as a mental reset button. When you shift your focus towards the good, your brain doesn't have to sound the alarm bells as loudly. It's like telling your body, hey, everything's okay. We got this. We got this.
Okay, nice.
Kind of
Okay.
like swapping that overthinking.
My next question is: can gratitude help heal emotions, trauma in the brain? Trauma in the brain.
That's a powerful question. one that's near and dear to a lot of people's hearts. Trauma, think of it more like a balm that helps soothe the emotional wounds. Here's the deal. Trauma can get stuck in those neural pathways, make it hard to shift out of fear, sadness, or even anger. It's like a broken record playing the same painful song over and over. Gratitude offers a different tune. By focusing on the good, even amidst the bad, it helps create new positive pathways in the brain. Doesn't erase the memory, but it gives you more tools to manage the emotional fallout. It's about acknowledging the pain while choosing to see the glimmers of hope and resilience. Think of it like this. If your home was damaged in a storm, you have to clear the debris before you can rebuild. Gratitude can be that cleanup crew, making space for healing and growth. But remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. If you've experienced trauma, don't hesitate to seek professional support.
Okay, nice. My
It
next
takes
question is:
courage to heal.
Is there
It
a
takes
is there a difference between thinking grateful thoughts and expressing gratitude out loud in terms of brain activity activation?
That's a great question, and it really gets to the heart of how powerful uh, expressing gratitude can be. While simply thinking grateful thoughts is definitely beneficial, research suggests that expressing gratitude out loud, verbally or even through writing, amplifies the positive effects on the brain. Think of it like this. When you keep grateful thoughts tucked away in your head, it's like a beautiful song playing softly in the background. It's lovely, but it might not have a huge impact. But when you express that gratitude out loud by saying thank you to someone, writing in a gratitude journal, or even just vocalizing your appreciation to yourself, it's like turning up the volume on that song. It resonates more deeply, not only within your own brain, but also this act of sharing amplifies the feel good hormones and strength associated with happiness, generosity, and social bonding. Isn't language amazing?
Okay, nice. My next question is: Why is gratitude
There's something about
considered a
giving.
key to emotional resilience in brain science?
You're really hitting on something big with this one. Here's the deal: life throws curveballs. It's inevitable. But what separates those who bounce back from those who get stuck is something called emotional resilience. And gratitude is like a secret weapon in building that resilience. Think of it like this: your brain is like a muscle. The more you train it to focus on the good, the stronger it becomes at handling stress, setbacks, and even overwhelming emotions. When you regularly practice gratitude, you're essentially training your brain to see the silver lining even in difficult situations. You're teaching it to find meaning and purpose even when things feel dark. That ability to shift perspective is what allows you to bounce back from adversity. It's like having an inner toolbox full of coping skills, and gratitude is one of the most powerful tools in that box. Plus, remember that whole social glue thing we talked about earlier? You know, how gratitude strengthens relationships and builds a sense of belonging? Well, strong social connections are also a cornerstone of emotional resilience. When you feel loved and supported, you're better able to weather life's storms. So, gratitude not only strengthens your own inner resilience, but it also builds a network of support that can help you through tough times. It's a win win win. It's like,
Okay, nice. My next question is: How does gratitude strengthen social bonds at the neurologi- uh, neuro- neurological level?
okay, you're getting into some fascinating neuro territory now. Buckle up. Gratitude isn't just some fuzzy feeling, it's a complex dance of hormones and brain activity that literally rewires our social connections. Think about it. When someone expresses gratitude towards you, what happens? You probably feel a surge of warmth, maybe even a little pride. It's not just politeness, it's a cocktail of feel good neurochemicals like dopamine and oxytocin flooding your system. Now, here's the cool part: oxytocin, often called the love hormone, is crucial for building trust, empathy, and connection. When someone expresses gratitude towards you, it triggers the release of oxytocin in both of your brains, strengthening the bond between you. But it goes deeper. Gratitude activates the reward system in the brain, particularly the medial prefrontal cortex, which is involved in social cognition and empathy. It's like a neurological high five saying, hey, we're on the same team. Over time, repeated acts of gratitude create a positive feedback loop, strengthening those neural pathways that connect us to others. That's why strong social connections are associated with greater happiness and well being. We're literally hardwired to benefit from each other. So, gratitude isn't just polite. It's a neural power move.
Okay, so guys, this was my conversation with Miles, and this was my topic today. And I hope lamenting. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank